Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About
Carl Saul.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super...
They'll be fighting. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Can't land that jab. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's fight night, and as you can see, it is night as we fight under the stars for this big, highly anticipated main event.
now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? The straight right just misses. Nice exchange here from both men. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no... Hold that thought! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Let's talk about Froch in that last round.
What are you doing?
On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab won't score. Both men step back for just a moment. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Frustrate and make him walk into a shot.
Straight right just misses. And he misses with that jab. The straight right just misses. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about thoughts in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Quick punch scores. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look like these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Jab misses. Misses with the straight left. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in it. Here we go to the fourth round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything full battle because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well done with that counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. They exchanged punches. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it.
Hold on. And one of the all-time greats, Carl Froch, goes down. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Shot from...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Catch and shoot. How about that time counter shot? We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow. Oh my goodness, Johnny! Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your glove.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put it down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just...
Oh my God, Johnny! Froch in trouble. And finally, Carl Froch goes down. And you can see here on the replay, a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
That's lights out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Froch in that last round. Well, this fighter has been down twice.
Now listen,
Time for the 5th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Caught him. Perfect counter lands. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Straight right just misses. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Hook misses. Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and whoa, wait a minute! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Following Alvarez in that one.
Come on, switch on.
There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. The pound for pound king, Canelo is down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Are you okay? Get out of here.
It happened. You saw it here live.